Hey, Truth Seekers, welcome back. Zach here. Yesterday, February 25th, the mainstream media hit us with another negative psychological propaganda story, what the media specializes in, and what its main purpose is. Anyone who doubts what I just said, ask yourself when the last time was that you watched the news and walked away with a positive feeling. So often when I turn on the news, and this is something I recognized as a child, within minutes, I start having negative feelings. Because what happens when you turn on the news? You're usually hearing stories of death and tragedy, disease and illness, things that could harm your health and well being. Tonight at 11, tune in to find out why you shouldn't eat this or do this. You know, it's constant negativity all the time. And yesterday's negative news story that they worked in was the death of 13 bald eagles. Of course, the bald eagle is the national symbol for the United States of America in an animal, in a living, breathing creature. The nation symbolized through the bald eagle, and here we get a story of 13 dead bald eagles. If you're new here, I like to talk about gematria. Remember, the nation began with 13 colonies. USA, as we call this place, has gematria 41, the 13th prime number. 41, a number we're about to talk about. In Pythagorean gematria, bald eagles, the plural, has gematria of 32. America equals 32. 7/4/1776 is a date with 32 numerology. Also, with the S exception, bald eagles equals 41. USA equals 41. The United States of America began with 13 colonies. 41's the 13th prime number. And here they tell us 13 bald eagles are dead in Maryland. We'll watch the news in a moment. They think that what happened is these bald eagles got poisoned. Notice that poisoned has gematria of 88, just like Maryland, where these 13 bald eagles were all found dead in one spot. This is another coded story, another hoax, another lie, another story to mess with people's heads. You know, a lot of people love animals. They love birds. A lot of people have never even seen a bald eagle in their life. Here's a story of 13 of them dying in one spot. Now, some of you ask me, Zach, do you think everything in the news is fake? And my answer to that is almost everything, but I can tell you a story of a dead bald eagle in my local news up here near Seattle, Washington, that is true. When I first moved up to the Seattle area in 2006, I worked in Bellevue, Washington, which is just across the lake from Seattle. It's across Lake Washington, which is connected by a floating bridge, the I-520 bridge. And there used to be a bald eagle that routinely perched on the light post of that bridge. When you drove across that bridge, you would routinely see that eagle. It was his favorite hangout spot. Somebody shot and killed that bird, and it was a local news story. It made the news. It was big news. I remember I was saddened when I heard it. I thought, you got to be kidding me. Somebody killed the bald eagle that hangs out on the bridge. And after I heard that news story, I never saw that bird again, nor did anyone else. I'm pretty sure that was a real news story, a rarity. Anyhow, this story is contrived by the numbers. They say that the bald eagles, all 13 of them, were found in Federalsburg. Notice federal, federal government for our nation, which is symbolized by the bald eagle. Federalsburg, which is on the 38th parallel, and also, which in gematria sums to 118. Look, death in Jewish gematria, 118, simple English gematria, 38. Here's a story of 13 dead bald eagles in this location. Stories by the numbers, contrived to mess with people's heads. Let's watch the mainstream news coverage.
Within a few hours of each other on Saturday, found 4 dead bald eagles in this farm field. This is a
Right there, they said 4 dead in the cornfield. The rest are all found in the town. With regards to 4 dead, I'll just show this to you. 4 dead has gematria of 74, just like Masonic. And think about this nation, the United States of America, with its July 4th birthday, 7-4. It's all coded, Truth Seeker.
Picture of one of them, taken by Breeder, who says he went looking for antlers when he came across what he thought to be a dead turkey.
I was amazed at what I was looking at. I never seen one up that close, dead or alive.
Both men called Maryland Natural Resources Police, who ended up finding 9 more dead bald eagles, 3 of them mature, meaning they had the distinctive white feathered head as seen in this picture taken by a Natural Resources officer. Officials say the eagles had no signs of external trauma. One theory is a mass poisoning.
It happens occasionally where someone will put out poison to get rid of rodents, either a homeowner or a farmer, and, eagles are attracted by dead animals. A bunch of dead rodents might attract a whole bunch of eagles, but we don't know.
Bob Edgell owns the farm where they found the eagles.
No need to have anything like that, and certainly no DDT, which has been banned for years.
About the only people that could go up here that we know of is Mr. Edgell or myself, his son. We hunt over here. People don't wander around up there.
Maryland took bald eagles off of its endangered species list in 2010, but they're still protected under federal law, so killing, harming, or disturbing bald eagles means a fine of at least $100,000 and or a year in jail. State and federal wildlife groups are offering a $10,000 reward for information. Foul play or not, one of Maryland's bald eagle experts says 13 dead eagles in one spot is historic for Maryland.
It's the largest number of dead birds found at one location on a single day.
So there it is, a record never before heard of, 13 dead in the same location. And I guarantee you this record's completely contrived. The other thing I want to point out is about bald eagle is the singular has gematria of 31, the reflection of 13. And here's a real story by the numbers. I discovered gematria when I was 30 years old. I've been doing this blog, this video channel ever since. On my 31st birthday, and I happen to be someone with a life lesson number of 31, I actually had a bald eagle fly right over my house while I was out grilling in the backyard for my birthday. And it was the highlight of my day. I've seen bald eagles in the area before, as I said, they live up here, but I've never had one soar right over my house, and it was just so fitting. Bald eagle over the house on the 31st birthday, being someone with a life lesson number at 31. Unfortunately for me, the rest of that year was awful. I ended up getting robbed, my house, everything in it taken. I ended up getting arrested in my own front yard related to the burglary of my house. 31 was a rough year for me, but it started out with a nice tribute from a bald eagle. And Truth Seeker, there's a reason that these madmen use this number coding and keep it secret from the public. They know something that we don't. And in the time I've been doing this research, it really does seem that when you're aware of it, it seems that a higher power is also working through this number system. And I've just had so many strange things happen in my life, including the bald eagle flying over my house on my 31st birthday. And I think if you become aware of this numerology and gematria, you will find these patterns in your life as well. Some people call it coincidence, but to me, it's definitely evidence of something much greater than coincidence. I've only had a bald eagle fly over my house one time that I was aware of, or where I saw it with my own eyes, and that was on my 31st birthday. All right, Truth Seeker, that wraps up this propaganda piece. Until next time.